Hey yogis, welcome to Phoenix Yoga, accessible yoga for inflexible people. I'm Blake, traveling yogi, currently teaching in San Marcos, Guatemala. You're going to need a block, a strap, and a blanket for this. We're going to do a series that leads towards dancer pose. First we're going to start with just a pranayama exercise, breathing in for 5 seconds, holding for 5, breathing out for 10, and then holding for 5. So we'll begin. Inhaling for 5 seconds, and then holding for 5, and exhaling for 10. Holding for 5. Inhale for 5. Holding, and exhale for 10. And just breathing normally into your belly, picking a point of focus of breath in your belly, concentration. We'll begin by turning our chin to our shoulder, and we'll go to the other side. And we'll do a few more of these just on your own speed with your own breath. So inhaling, center, then exhaling to the side. And we'll circle the head, inhaling up, exhaling chin to chest. And the other direction. We'll take our left hand and put it on the side of our head, and then pull the left ear to the left shoulder. Doing the same to the other side, grabbing the left side of your head, pulling the right ear to the right shoulder. Coming back in the center, just rolling the shoulders back, shoulders forward. Placing the left hand on the mat and inhaling up the right arm. And stretching the side from the hip to the arm. And back to center. And the same to the other side. Raising up the left arm, inhaling. And back to center. We can turn this into a flow. So back in the center, inhaling up. Exhaling in center, inhaling up. A couple more times here. And finally we'll just reach across our body and twist, looking over our left. And same to the other side, reaching with our left arm, looking over the right shoulder. Untwisting, we'll come into a table shape, just placing our hands below our shoulders, our knees below our hips. Cat-cow, so inhaling, uplifting our head, lowering our belly. Exhaling, raising our back, lowering our head. And we'll do a few more of these on your own speed, on your own breath. Inhaling for cow, exhaling for cat. And we'll meet back in table. Inhaling in a table, and then exhale, child's pose. Inhaling back in the table, walking forward, exhaling, upward facing dog. We'll try this a few times. Inhaling in table, exhale, child's pose. Inhaling in table, and then exhale, upward facing dog. In your own speed here, with your own breath. And we'll warm up the back of the legs, glutes, just kicking our right leg up behind us. And same to the other side. Warming up the hips. We'll build some back strength here by just straightening the right leg back behind us and then lifting the left arm. And back to center. Left leg comes out up behind us and raising the right arm. Back to center. So taking the left hand off the mat, leaning onto the left hand and raising the right knee up off the mat, grabbing the right foot with the right hand and pulling yourself open, getting into the quadricep and hip flexor, arching the back, looking up at the ceiling, and releasing back to center. And we'll take the right hand off the mat, leaning onto the right hand, lifting up the left knee, grabbing the left foot with the left hand and pulling yourself open. And releasing back to the table. We'll take our left foot out to the side and straighten the right leg out back behind us, reaching the right arm up to the ceiling, stretching the right side. And back to center. We'll do the same to the other side. Right foot out, left leg goes straight, left arm comes up to the ceiling. Gatekeeper's pose. And back to center. We're going to do the pretty much the same thing, but a bit different. Taking our left foot out to the side one more time. And we'll drop the right heel down on the mat, stretching over the straight leg. And then we'll face our heart towards the knee. And then coming back to table, we'll take our right foot out to the side, left heel goes down, right arm comes up to the ceiling, body over to the left. And then turning your heart towards your knee, stretching the hamstring. Coming back to center, we'll take our right leg straight again, back behind us, then we'll bend the knee, picking up the left hand, and see if we can grab the right foot with our left hand and pull up. Looking up, backward bending, and releasing it. We'll do the same to the other side, so left, bend the left knee, and let's pick up the right hand. Grab the left foot with the right hand, and lift, and relax. Let's take our left hand and thread it with the palm up underneath our body so that our left shoulder and our head fall down. We can pick up the right arm if you like. You can also cross it behind your back. Back up the table, and we'll do the same to the other side. So right hand with the palm up, threads underneath your body, right shoulder and head go back down. You can lift up the left arm if you like. Again, you can cross it across your back. And releasing out of the twist. We'll come into child's pose, so just sitting on over the heels, arms stretched out in front of you. Getting some traction in the spine, opening up the shoulders. We'll walk the hands to the left, pushing your ribs out to the right. We will stretch in the ribs, and then we'll walk our hands to the other side, pushing our ribs out to the left. Coming back to center, we're going to use a strap here for this. So take a seat, and then we'll come onto our backs. So we're going to do some leg extensions, just taking the strap around the ball of the right foot. Bring the knee in. Usually grab the strap with both hands and then extend the leg out. I'm going to be here for a minute. Just relaxing into a hamstring stretch. Just reconnecting with your breath here. So let's grab the strap into the left hand. I usually just wrap it around, and the right arm comes out like an airplane. And I fall the right leg across the left hip. We're here for a minute too, just looking at the time. This stretches the IT band, the outside of the leg. Back into our breath, just witnessing anything that comes up, any aversion to the experience of stretching the leg like this. Drawing the leg back up, and then dropping it back down. We'll switch sides, so looping the foot into the strap, left foot, drawing the left knee in and extending the left leg. Again, we're here for a minute. Wrap around the right hand. Left arm can come out like an airplane. And then just drop the left leg across the hip, again stretching the outside of the leg there. IT band stretch. Holding it for a minute. And we'll raise the leg back up. Drop the foot down. You can unloop the feet. And grab the strap in both hands. We're going to do a shoulder opener here. We raise our arms above our head. And we try to get our arms flat against the ground. If you have your arms flat against the ground, see if you can cinch your arms together with your elbows locked. So you're looking for two straight arms on the ground with your hands together. So we'll let go of the strap, and we'll come into some bridges by just bringing the heels into our sit bones, bending the knees, placing our hands beside us, the palms down, and just raising the hips up. On the inhale, raising the hips, exhale, lowering the hips. A few of these, just opening up the hip flexors, quadriceps. And we'll bring our knees in. Wind relieving pose, just giving ourselves a hug. And when you're ready, we'll come up seated to a boat posture, sort of just balancing on our tailbone. Up our heels, lifting up our legs and our body. Arms forward. And relax. We'll open up the hip flexors and the quadriceps a bit more by just sitting on the heels. And placing our hands behind us. And just pushing the hips up and back down. We'll do this a few more times. Working with the breath. Inhaling forward. Exhaling down. And we'll rock forward. Coming onto our tiptoes. And we'll just sit onto our heels, opening up the bottoms of our feet. And we can do the hip flexor quadricep stretching again, so just taking our hands behind us again and pushing the hips forward a few more times. And we'll come forward back into a table. Keep your hips where they are. And just walk your hands forward, lowering your forehead to the mat. Opening up the shoulders. Lengthening the spine. And we'll move forward onto the forearms. Curling the back toes, lifting the knees. Forearm plank. And we'll lower down, placing our hands beside our shoulders. Inhaling into cobra. And then exhaling, curling the toes, downward facing dog, sending the hips up to the ceiling. We want to get our belly to our legs and then try to straighten the legs out, pedaling the feet. And when you're ready, inhale, look forward, and exhale, come forward between the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up all the way on. Exhale, hands start to center. Sun salutation A. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back into a plank, and then lower the plank. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, come forward between the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward. Inhale, come on up. And arms all the way up. Exhale, hands start center. We're going to do a version of that called classical. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, the right foot back, lowering the knee. Inhale, arms up. Lunge. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower plank. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot up. Exhale, forward between your hands, lowering the left knee. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, step together, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms all the way up. And exhale, hands straight center. We'll do the same to the other side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left foot back, lowering the back knee. Inhale, arms up, low lunge. Exhale, forward. Inhale, plank. Exhale, plank. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot up. Exhale it forward between your hands, lowering the right knee. Inhale, arms up, low lunge. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step together, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come on all the way, arms up. And exhale, hands start center. And take a rest. Mountain posture. We're going to do a standing crescent moon. So we're going to get our heels and our toes together, our feet together. Hand mudra, where we interlace our hands and then the index fingers come out. We'll inhale up, clasp index fingers sticking out together. Inhale nice and tall. And we'll exhale to the right. Pushing our hips out to the left. Getting the arms nice and straight, the legs straight. Inhale back to center. And then exhale, we'll come down to the left. Sending the hips to the right. Arms nice and long, legs nice and long. Inhale, back of center. And exhale, drop the head back. Start pushing the hips forward, backward bending, looking towards the back wall. So you can point your fingers towards the back wall, the straight arms. And come forward back to center. Release the hands, keeping them over your head, and then we'll bend the knees into a chair. And protecting the low back, just keeping your knees bent, and then we'll straighten the legs. And just stay here for a moment, just keeping the legs straight, working out the back of the legs. And we're going to do a warrior 2 sequence here. So we'll come up into halfway lift, inhale, and exhale the right foot back so that it's at a T with the front foot. Bend the left knee over the left ankle, keeping the back leg straight as you can. See if you can get the arms parallel with the ground. Shoulders above the hips, bending into that knee. Work with the breath. So inhaling and then exhaling, dropping the front elbow in front of the front knee. Back arm comes up to the ceiling and over your head. Inhale, the front leg straight, arms back parallel. Nice big inhale, and then we'll exhale, reach forward and then down. Reaching the opposite hand up to the ceiling, looking up the back hand. Trikonasana. Bending the front knee, back into warrior 2. Inhaling and then exhaling, cartwheel, and then downward facing dog. Inhale up the right foot, and then exhale it forward between your hands. Turn the back foot so that you're at a T with the front again. That right knee over the right ankle, left leg nice and straight. Sinking down into your hips, arms parallel with the ground. Big inhale, and then exhale, the elbow in front of the front knee, and then the back arm comes up to the ceiling and over your head. Inhale the front leg straight, shoulders back above hips, arms parallel again. And then exhale forward and then down. Reaching up to the ceiling, looking up the back hand. Inhale, bend the front knee again, warrior two. Nice big inhale, and then exhale, cartwheel, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, come forward between the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward. Inhale, arms are up all the way up. And exhale, hands towards center. And mountain pose. Resting here. For this next part, I recommend having a blanket, just because we're going to do a whole bunch of knee stuff, like spear posture, lizard posture, Hanumanasana preparation, that kind of stuff. So, yeah, if you've got a blanket, put it down there. We'll meet at the front of the mat. Arms, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward. Halfway lift. And then we'll exhale the right foot back. We're going to come into high lunge here. So you want to be on the ball of the back foot. Keep the back leg straight as you can, bending the front knee over the front ankle at a 90-degree angle, shoulders above the hips, arms up. Inhaling the front leg straight, and then exhaling forward over the straight front leg. Use a block if that helps. Just somewhere to place your hands for balance, because you want to keep that back heel up, and so you're on the ball of the back foot. Two straight legs, hinging at the hips, trying to get your chest towards your kneecap. And we'll bend that back up to high lunge. Bring that back leg straight, arms up, inhale. And we're going to get into that quadricep by lowering but not touching the mat a couple of times. Lowering and not touching. Opening up the hips slowly, and then we'll lower down. Coming into low lunge, inhale, arms back up. And forward. So let's lift the back knee, so we're on the top of the back foot. Then we inhale, arms up again, balancing on the top of the back foot for a moment. Opening up the hip flexor there, so let's continue doing that. We're going to do spear posture. We'll grab the right foot. Use a block if you want some balance there with your left hand. Taking a few breaths here. Pretty essential pose. Get the hips open. And release the back foot. We'll frame the front foot with our hands. Inhale the back straight, and then exhale the front leg straight. So again, use a block if you like. Just somewhere to put your hands. The idea here is you want to try to get that front leg straight, hinging at the hips. Eventually getting the heart down towards the knee. Bending the knee again. Come into lizard posture. So let's put both hands on the inside of the front foot. Walk that front foot out a bit. And then start to lower the torso down. Use a block if you want to place your forearms down. If you don't need a block, then you don't need to. Hold on a second there. So coming out of this, we'll straighten our arms. Remove the block if you have one. Walk the front foot in and see if you can get on the side of that foot, the knife edge of that foot. Placing the right hand down and then revolving your body towards the bent knee, getting the left arm up to the ceiling. Left arm comes down for a second, lift the back foot, and then reach that left arm behind you, grabbing the foot. And release. Going downward facing dog, curling the back toes, sending the front leg back. We're going to do the same to the other side, so lifting up the right foot and sending it forward, keeping the back leg straight on the ball of the back foot, bending the knee above the ankle, shoulders above the hips, arms up. Inhaling the front leg straight, and then exhale, come forward over the front leg. Keeping that back heel up, balancing on the ball of the back foot. Wiping the sweat. And we'll bend the front knee again. Coming back into high lunge. Getting the shoulders above the hips and the arms up over your head. And we'll just lower but not touch. Do it a couple times, lowering and not touch. One more time, just lower down and release. Release the back foot, inhale up, low lunge. Exhale forward. Get on the top of the back foot by raising the back knee and inhale back up, balancing on the top of the back foot, low lunge. Good, and then spear posture on the other side, picking up the back foot and sinking the hips forward and down. Getting the chest nice and proud. Really trying to dig into that back quadricep there. Alright, and release. We'll come into Hanumanasana preparation. So framing the front foot with our hands. And then exhaling the front leg straight. And we try to hinge at the hips, trying to keep our back as straight as possible. Ideally you have the front leg straight, hinging at the hips, and then start to send your heart towards your knee. Bending the front knee. Place both our hands on the inside of the front foot. Lizard posture on the other side. So just walking out that foot a bit. Stretch our body down. Again, use a block if you need to at any time here. Placing your forearms somewhere comfortable. coming out of this, just straightening our arms, removing the block. And walk the foot in. See if you get on the knife edge of that foot, placing the left hand down and raising the right arm to the ceiling, revolving the body towards the bent knee. Dropping the hand, picking up the back foot, and that hand that was at the ceiling, you want to reach back behind you now and grab that foot. Again, revolving your body towards the bent knee, looking up to the ceiling. And releasing it. Come on into downward facing dog, just sending the front foot back. It's up to the ceiling. And we'll take a rest, just lowering the knees, child's pose. So we're going to start to work towards our back bends. We're going to do Dandrasana, camel, and then dancer. So we'll remove the blanket, and when you're ready, we'll come up onto our, just laying down on our bellies. And we'll start in Sphinx posture, just putting our forearms in front of us. Slowly allowing the back to bend backwards. So we're going to build a bit of back strength here. Just getting our arms out like a cactus and start kicking our feet like a swimmer. Lowering our arms out like an airplane, and then lifting off the mat, pointing the toes, looking up, and coming back down. We'll do that one more time. Inhaling, lifting, pointing the toes, looking up, and back down. Sphinx posture. Take our left forearm in front of us, right foot comes up, and we'll grab the right foot and pull it down. Releasing the foot, we'll go to the other side, picking up the left with the left hand and drawing it down. Awesome, we'll do both feet now. Getting centered, grabbing both feet with your hands. And on an inhale, we'll raise on up, lifting, inhale, kicking into your hands, lifting up the feet, looking up towards the ceiling. And drop down, just release everything, looking to one side, and relax. And we'll do it one more time. Just pick up the feet. Focusing and inhaling up. Kicking into the hands, looking up to the ceiling. And dropping back down. Looking to the other side. So we'll come up into camel. So just place our hands beside our shoulders, inhaling into cobra. Then exhale into table. And we'll walk our knees forward. And we're going to stack our body so that our shoulders go above our hips and our hips above our knees. Placing our hands on our back, so just supporting our lumbar spine. Using our breath. We're going to inhale nice and tall. And then exhale, drop our head back and push our hips forward. And we're going to try that a few more times. Just inhaling, trying to get length. And then exhale, dropping our head back and trying to push our hips forward. And when you can, see if you might be able to reach your heels behind you. If you can find it. And coming out of it, just raising back up and then taking a seat on your heels. We'll come into child's pose carefully, being aware of the low back. And we'll do it one more time. So just coming up into table. And then stacking your shoulders above your hips. Hips above your knees. Placing your hands at the low back there, the lumbar spine. Raising your head up in the inhale. Growing length. Exhale, head back, hips forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, head back, hips forward. Repeating that. Inhale, nice and long. Exhale, head back, hips forward. Now, see if you can reach the heels. Opening up the heart. Pushing the hips forward. And coming on out of it. Taking a seat, just take a rest. Child's pose one more time if you would like. Finally, we'll do dancer posture, so table again. And we'll curl the back toes, go into downward facing dog, just sending the hips up. Trying to straighten the legs. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, come forward between the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward. Inhale, come on up. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands start center. So dancer posture, we want to put all of our weight onto our left leg. And our right arm comes out to the side like we have a waiter's tray. Pick up the right foot from the inside. Lengthening the spine. Inhale, arm. And then exhale, come forward. Getting our chin to our chest, looking over our left fingertips, kicking into the right hand, lifting up the right foot. And drop it. We'll go to the other side, so shifting all of our weight onto the right foot, locking that knee. Picking up the left foot from the inside. Inhale nice and tall. right arm up to the ceiling. And exhale, come forward. Reaching forward. Balancing the forces behind you and in front of you. Your chin with your shoulder, looking over your fingertips, kicking into the backhand. And release. We'll do one more time. Onto the left side. Arms come out, grabbing the inside of the right foot. Inhale nice and tall, long spine, and the arm comes up. Exhale, come forward, getting the chin to the shoulder, looking over the fingertips and the foot, kicking into the backhand. Releasing, hands start center. We'll shift all the weight over to the other side, to the right side, picking up the inside of the left foot. Inhale up the right arm. And exhale, come forward. Backward bending, kicking into the hand. Focusing, balancing. And relax. Hands start center. We're going to start to cool down now. When you catch your breath, we'll raise our arms up. Inhale. And exhale, bend the knees into a chair. Taking our hands together in prayer position at the chest, and then crossing our body so that our left elbow is across our right knee. And then we'll go on the other side. And relax forward. We'll step on the outside of each hand and then carefully coming down into Malasana posture, putting our hands in prayer in front of us one more time. And we'll take a seat by just taking our hands behind us. And then we'll lift up the hips into reverse table. We can straighten one leg at a time. Reverse plane. And let's take a seat. Lifting the left foot over the right leg. Left hand goes behind you, right arm goes up to the ceiling. And exhaling, twisting, dropping the right arm over the left knee. Looking over the left shoulder. And untwisting. We'll do the same to the other side. So both legs out. Right foot over the left knee. Right hand behind you. Left arm comes up and over. And you look over the back shoulder. And untwisting. We can take that right foot and put it on the inside of the left leg. Inhale, come arms up. And then we'll exhale, come forward. Going to hinge at the hip. Just relaxing, just getting the breath back to normal, the heartbeat coming back to normal. And we'll switch sides. Both legs out. Left leg comes in. The inside of the right leg. Arms up. And exhale, come forward. Body for Shavasana. Alright, yogis, you earned it. Coming into Shavasana. This is where the real hard yoga work comes in. The subtle body yoga, the Raja yoga, the meditative yoga. I recommend staying here for about 5 minutes and do a quick meditation where just focus all your attention into the right hand. Just bringing all your consciousness awareness into just one part of your body, just every cell of your right hand. Feel the right hand from the inside of the body. Now let's do the same to the left hand, just looking into it with your inner eyes. See if you could feel the left hand from the inside. Every cell of your left hand being illuminated by your consciousness. Now let's move to the right foot. Looking into the right foot. Now let's move to the left foot. Finally, we'll do our shoulders, just looking into the right shoulder. Flooding it with the light of your consciousness. Just existing only in your right shoulder, within your body. And we'll go to the left shoulder. Just experiencing what it's like to exist only in your left shoulder, just all of your consciousness in your left shoulder. Now, see if we can just flood our whole body. Feeling what it's like to just have so much light within your body, feeling like you're very deeply inside your own body. I recommend just staying here, picking a point of focus in your body and your breath. Anytime a thought can come in, then just disengage with the thought. Slowly burning up the karmic cycles, action-reaction of your thoughts. We'll see you next time, yogis.